Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following along in March of 2021, you'll know that I've been breaking some records. I had never crossed 2730 in Blitz on chess.com. And this month, I hit 2,800. I've also been consistently over 2,800 in Bullet, and recently I hit 3,200 in Puzzles. I haven't competed seriously in over 2 years, so I've done basically no training. So this has been kind of a breath of fresh air for my chess. This video is the shortened version of the nearly 1.5 hour stream that I did to hit 3,200 puzzles. You can pause during the puzzles and try to solve them. Keep in mind that chat can be a little bit annoying during these puzzle solving episodes because people will literally just go and find the answer. At the same time, people will also spam complete nonsense. But with that said, I hope you very much enjoy. Thanks so much for your continued support, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's nice to personally have some new goals. We'll try to hit our peak today. Let's just train. We're 3155. What is this first one? Wait, I'm very confused. What? Check. Wait, what? Check. Here, mate. Check, here, mate. So this is probably one where, like, the difference between the two is that one is, like, force mate or something? Like, that's probably the difference. So, for example, here, c5 to go knight c6, queen f6, knight c6, d5, take, like, rook e1. So I think it's this. It's not that. What? It's just this? No, this is a pending puzzle. No way. Yo, I mean, what? I beg your pardon? No, but come on, white will win this position 20 times out of 20. What? Okay, well, that's a salty note to start on. Yeah, well, I'm okay, I mean, pass rate of 0%. Outstanding. No one has gotten this puzzle right. That's great. What is this? All right, they've played e5. Oh, this is beautiful. This is de5, knight e5, rook e5, knight c4, forking the queen and the rook and threatening to just take back without losing the knight, and if dc4, bishop h7 with the discovered attack. So you have to take, and now rather than the normal move, knight e5, you play this move, knight c4, bishop h7, and bam. What is this? There's no way this is from a real game. Okay, so I cannot take this because they will mate me, right? So I'm getting mated, yeah? Okay, well, this is a check and that's a check. That's also a check. Oh man, seeing through all of this chaos is gonna be so difficult. Check. That's gonna lead to mate for sure. There's gotta be a mate there. Yeah, bishop f7 at the end. So that means that queen a4 is probably the right first move. Rook b4. Okay, so they can cocoon, basically. So queen a4 here. Guys, it's probably going to cocoon somehow. Check. King. I don't think I want to let the king go to d3. So check. Here. I mean, rook c1 looks right. Bishop here. Should I just take it? Take. Queen a3. Rook b3. Queen c1. King b4. Rook b7. Should win the game. So queen a4, rook b4, rook c1, here, check, here, check. If king c4, I have bishop f7, and I'm going to win the rook. So rook b3, queen here, he can't block. King d4, I take. I think that's it. I think it's got to be that. Wow. Yes! Wow, that was clean. That was a very clean calculation. I basically just... That's how you calculate. I mean, literally. Like, I just took away all of my opponent's options. It can't go... I calculated rook b3, queen c1, can't block because I guard. So if rook b3, then this, they can't go here or here. And that's it. That whole thing has been solved. Does that make sense? Like, I calculated this, this, opponent has this, and this. None of them work, which means we've solved rook b3. So now we only have to calculate here and here, because they don't have anything else. If king d4, I take the rook, that's solved. And then if king here, I have check, and then the king moves and I take the rook. So we solved everything, which means that the whole idea is correct. So the way this works is that we look at queen a4 and we go, okay, 2 legal moves by white. This loses to rook c1, which means that we're only left with this. Rook c1, only legal move is here. It's a lot easier to calculate. I mean, there's also rook c2, but that is going to lose immediately. So the way you calculate is you have to calculate by options. You have to go, if this, solve it. If this, solve it. If one of them doesn't work, but 3 of them work, it doesn't work. Like, if 3 out of 4 work, it's not right, because that means that one of them fails. So we calculated rook b4, and then we solved it. Okay, so this one is either queen h1 or here. If check here, knight g5? No, then queen takes. Let's start with this. Check, take, check, king f3, knight g5. Oh, the king runs this way. I don't like that. It's gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be like here, here, and then like rook e1, like something really dumb. I don't think it's that though. I mean, somehow, what about rook h1 and queen f5? Like a slow move, like rook h1 here and just queen f5, allowing the check because I always have king d7. I'm threatening mate. They can't move the knight. I think that's just the right answer. I think it's honestly here, here, and just chill. King g2, rook h3, queen h3, and knight f4. Just, you don't need to kill them in the view of this. I think it's just this and this. Yeah, and now rook h3 here, and it's just what I calculated. Amazing, and knight f4, and then bam. Beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, you don't need to brute force it. It's very important. Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can't force it. So, something like that. I mean, it's something there, probably. Right, I mean, I have nothing else. Okay, so let's just start with the most obvious move, threatening mate. They take. I take. I don't actually know which one is better to move, by the way. Probably, I'm gonna say probably this one. Okay. Knight f5, I just have queen g6, and that's winning. So here, 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 okay? That opens up the bishop. Knight f5, queen g6 is winning. So how do they stop mate? There's got to be a rook move, like rook f7. So here, here, here. I'm always bad at this. Rook f6, queen h7, king f8, queen h8, knight g8, bishop c6 takes knight h7. Yeah, knight f6 is forcing, but I don't think it's very good. I mean, this is such a congestion. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Right. What the hell was that? It just glitched. Bro, what the hell was that? Wait, did I lose rating? Or no? I don't think I lost rating. I made the wrong move? Wait, actually? What? Oh. 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 Well, why did I think this was winning for me? That's actually, you know, on a serious note, that's actually very frustrating. Because, and by the way, this is very important for all of us. It's very important not to just throw away something when it frustrates you. Like, you actually have to look at, like, I gotta think about that position mentally. Like, I looked at it in my head, and then I never, see, the mistake I made there is that I didn't evaluate the position. So I didn't actually study the, like, you guys have seen throughout this video how well I'm calculating, like but then there's moments like that where you just, I don't know, that was so weird. Like, I saw it, and then I moved on. I didn't say it's good or bad, and then I didn't go back to the drawing board. So anyway, now it's very important not to tilt, okay? So what has happened here? Pawn takes bishop, so material looks about equal. Like, that move looks painfully obvious, but let me just, you know, take a deep breath, decompose, and then play queen h3 immediately. No, just kidding. Although queen h3 looks, I mean, if it ain't queen h3, I don't really know what to say. So I'm down a bishop because they just took my bishop. But I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I have some sort of checkmating attack, right? Here's what I think the answer is. I think the answer is queen h3, king g1, queen g4, queen g2, knight h3, king h1, queen g2, king g2, knight f4. That just seems very easy. Check here, check. Oh, but there's king h1. Wait, there's king h1. Right now, if I win these 2 pawns and the bishop and this pawn, I end up in an endgame up 3 pawns. Of course that's correct, right? So check here, check. Queen g2, knight h3 is winning for me, 100%. So then king h1 is the question. So on king h1, what do? I can play knight f3 there, hitting the queen and the bishop. So then if queen to g2, I can play queen f4, and that's winning. And if queen, yeah, that's probably right. So it's this, and now knight f3, disconnecting the rook from the protection. And now I just play queen f4, because if here, I think they just cocoon, and that position still looks good for me, but I think I just play queen f4, and then I just take. Nice. We didn't tilt, we got our +5 back, and we keep moving. Okay, so this position is, it's knight c6, bishop c6, rook d1, deflecting the king from the bishop. However, it's not always that easy, because knight c6, they're going to play a6. And I think we have to go knight a5 check. They take, we take the bishop, hitting their bishop. But then, hold on, then we're trapped. Wait a second, then we're trapped. I don't like that very much. Here, so here a6, maybe bishop a4, b5. That's what it is, it's b5. And then knight a5. And then if they take, we take b7. And then they move the bishop and at least we can get out. So it's this, go back, inducing the move b5, which creates dark squared weaknesses. Like right now, if this, and then we go here, take, we can't get out. So I think it's this, and bishop a4. Take, rook d1. And now we do this. Yes. 3190, it's my highest rating ever, I think. I think 3189 was my previous best. Oh no, and they immediately throw me a study. But why they do this, brother? I mean, I don't like this. This is not a real game, probably. This is what's known as an endgame study. So there's gonna be some weird way for me to like mate them. Okay, so I have a feeling in most of these studies, the first move is something really quiet like that, which threatens knight f5. So for example, here, check right back to them. And I think it's this, but let's say e3, knight f5, king g6, take, okay, that's just obviously winning. I mean, I think it's this, but it's always something really stupid with these positions. But actually that move just looks very good. I don't understand. So like here, if push, check, and I win. No? So here, no, I don't understand. King f4. I mean, it's gotta be king f4. Queen h8. And then it's gonna be some like really subtle move. Something really subtle. King f4, queen h8. Rook c8, queen f6. Knight f5, king there. Wait. King f4, there. Check. King h7. Rook c7. You know what? I'm just gonna play it. I got it. You combine the ideas. Check here. Rook c8. If takes, bam. Check here. Rook c8. If doesn't take, like queen here, bam. If bam, 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 then you go rook c6, king f7, rook c7, and you win the queen. I'm happy I found this. And yeah, so the whole point is this idea. This looks like you're losing, but you pin the queen, you deflect it, and then it's called attraction. It's called attraction. Now it's a very tough puzzle. All right, here it is. Let's see if we can hit 3,200. So here, 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 here. So that's currently where we stand. Every move needs to be check, otherwise we get mated. Okay? GF5 100% is the first move. Like in a game, you don't think here. You just take. You have nothing else. Like what are you gonna do? Yeah, of course this is the first move. Like it's the thing. I don't need to calculate everything. I know GF5 is the best move. I mean, who wouldn't take this attack, right? Now you actually have to think. I think I need to prevent the king from going here. Here. Have some f6 at some moment. Also have bishop c5, like to sacrifice. No, guys, it's never gonna be a move like this. You gotta get these moves out of your head. I mean, there's a king on f7. We can check it like 7 different ways. I mean, you can't, it's never gonna be rook c1. You have to train your instinct. Right now, I'm just calculating between queen h5 and queen h7. I don't have an easy, I don't have an answer. I think it's this. I'm leaning this because something tells me the king needs to be on e7. I can't figure out exactly why I think that, but I think it. Check, take, check, king d7, queen h7. Okay, something went wrong because the king escaped. So, check here. Maybe I take this pawn. But then the king goes there. What if it's like rook g7? Queen g7? f6? Something completely ridiculous? No? No, probably not. Okay, so why don't we go back to this idea? It's definitely not rook g7. We don't have some sort of fancy sacrifice. Because rook g7, king g7, bishop d4 wins the queen. But this... That doesn't look right. That just doesn't look right at all. I mean, bishop d4... Oh, God. Oh, does it look right? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is it rook g7? Queen g7? Oh, wow. The queen is trapped. The queen's only move there is to go queen g8. And that doesn't look very good at all. Because then we have queen h5. And then king e7, and then rook e1. Then king d7, and then it's still not over. So here, bishop d4, here. What about rook e1? Just rook e1. Rook e1 and the king can't escape. Rook e1 and the king can't escape. Just rook e1, and that's it. Queen h5 is unstoppable. Holy... Okay, so hold on a second. So that means the only other move is this. Then we go check, king d8. But where's the win? Here's the question. Rook g7 here. It's not over. It's not over. You don't just play it. Don't just play it. It's not over. You know what the craziest thing is? It's about to, like, remember this move the guy suggested? It's about to become, like, super important. Okay, I mean, in a regular game, I mean, rook g7 just looks so beautiful to not be playing it. I mean, how can a puzzle have rook g7 as an option and then it's just not the right answer? That's so mean. That's just the cruelest thing ever. Chat, I don't know. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, help me. Okay, it's not that either. Okay, it's not that either. It's not a check. What? Bro, is it this? Did that guy cheat or get lucky? Did you cheat on rook c1? Did you know it was rook c1? That had to be a cheater, right? Like, there's just, I mean, did he just, I mean, because the thing is, rook c1's not like a crazy move. Like, clearly the person, if they didn't cheat, had no idea that this is, okay, and now what? Now, what, this? I don't even think it's that. It's not that. I think it's this. And then what? I actually have no idea who even suggested rook c1. I just saw it suggested. Like, it's still going. What is it, this? That's absurd. Bro, this happened in a game? There's no way. Yeah, it's a custom position. White didn't see this. White didn't see this. Okay, well, I played the second best move. Yeah, I calculated queen h7, king e8, queen g6. And then king d8, queen d6. Okay, I got this far in my head, and I thought I was winning here, but I guess I'm not. Yeah, so of course rook f8 is very natural. We know that our opponent is going to go here. And then what? then rook a7 and rook f7. Or not, because then knight b5. Is it rook a7 first? Queen back. Here. Maybe not. No, they guard everything. It's not rook a7. I can't let the queen get back. I can't let the queen get back. It's not that. Is it rook b8 and rook b2? No, but then queen c6 I don't like. And then rook f8. Queen gets back. Rook b2 takes. No, that's gotta be wrong. Wait, this is so simple. This is so simple. Rook f8 here takes. Because if queen a8 check, I have rook back, discovered check, and I win the queen. By the way, I have a question. Those of you in chat who very clearly see the answer before me, are you just like grandmasters? How come when I solve puzzles, all of y'all somehow know the answer like immediately? Some of you just solve these puzzles like so fast, but you're like 1400. So how does that happen? And now you go here. And now you don't take with the rook, you take with the queen. How does that happen? How y'all that good? Some of you guys are obviously like very good at puzzles. 1,000 engine monkeys. It's one of my favorite like phrases. Engine monkey. All right, let's go. It's this, right? Very good. Okay, knight f3, only move queen e2. And then what is it, like some gangster shit like king e7? It's gotta be this. Is it like d4? Oh shit, it's about to be d4. It's just d4, just march it down. Because bam bam is just game over. Rook d8, king c1, d3. Oh, that's murder. Oh shit, that's murder. It's but how it's not d4? I mean, how it's not d4? Please explain. Please, how it's not d4? Please, no, go ahead, please explain to me how it's not d4. No, but how is it not d4? Oh my. Come. I didn't see that. I didn't see that move. Oh my god, it's king f7. Okay, I would have never in a million years gotten queen f7. I mean king f7, so it's fine. Okay, so I think this one is some defensive puzzle. I have to play some defensive move here. Maybe it's not that. It's not queen g6, because queen g6 is just a trade and then I don't win any material. It's got to be taking the bishop. I can't see it not being... you know what? It might be h5. It could be h5, bishop g6. No, it's got to be this. All right. Queen e7, rook c6, rook f1, king f1, rook f8, king g1, queen e1, king h2, queen e5, king g1. How am I not winning there? I mean, there's no point sitting here. And it's probably this too. Queen e7, rook c6, rook f1. Oh! Oh! Okay, so I think it's queen e7, rook c6. Check. King h2. Queen e5. King back to g1. Rook f1, king f1. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's queen e7, rook c6, queen e3. King has to go here or I take with check. I go back. There's no g3 because I go queen b2. And if king g1, rook f1 takes rook f8. And there must be a mate there. So that doesn't work. So queen e5, king goes back to g1. Right? Then I take, my queen is here, the rook is here, and rather than letting the king go back, I go queen a1, king moves up, I give a check, and if the king goes there, I have queen e5, and I win. It's this. And then I give this check. And then I drop the queen back. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. All the right moves, baby. I want to see. They should have made me do the whole thing. And then king g1, and as the solution takes, and queen a1. Oh, they should make you find this move. They should make you find this move. They shouldn't just end the puzzle. The whole point is you can't let the king go back. You need the king up. And the only way to get to a1 is to do the little boomerang and then make it back there. I'm in check. Step 1 of the puzzle has been realized. It's probably just king h2, right? But there's gonna be some defense here. Okay, I mean, if it's not king g2... Sorry. Okay. Is it just rook d7? That's funny. And now I just win the queen. Oh! We back, baby. Let's go. I smell it. Don't give me some bull... Oh my... What is this? This is like an opening puzzle? What do you think this is? What do you think? You think I'm an idiot? Think I'm not gonna get this right? You're very welcome. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, so the question is, in that position, what am I gotta do? What do I gotta do? If I take the rook... Nah, that looks booty. I don't like that. Nah, you take the rook, there's like knight c6, bro. I'll get decapitated. It's knight e5 and then knight e4. You think it's knight e5 just very confidently giving away your queen? It's gotta be this and then this. But that is where it gets a little bit, you know, a little bit, yeah. Oh! It's bang, 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 and then bang, and then bang, and then bang. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's bang, and then bang, bang, queen h4. Bang. Yes! Yes! 3,200! We done it. And you were here. And you were here to witness greatness. And you were here to witness greatness. Listen, it wasn't always easy. It was not always easy. But we done it. Now, next step is 3,300, but we're gonna pause for today.